Colleges and universities across the country are experiencing a major data breach if they use Canvas as their cloud platform. Ultimately, Shiny Hunters has taken full account for this particular data breach, and Shiny Hunters is literally a hacker organization where they actually use the data breach to be the segue into extortion. And so they actually updated their communication to show that, hey, so what universities tried to do, and maybe it was because they weren't really clear about what was going on, they initially positioned this as scheduled maintenance and they tried to patch it, and that didn't work, and that also pissed Shiny Hunters off. And Shiny Hunters decided, okay, you want to play this game, let's play. They ultimately said, since you tried to patch it up, you have until May 12th. You need to be able to contact whatever link or text message they provided, and it's like a ransom. So they actually have to pay money in order to get access to their Canvas. Now, what I don't understand is that, are they going to each university and college individually to get that ransom, or are they going to Canvas directly? Now, this is obviously a problem for a variety of reasons, because Canvas is obviously the platform that provides the service to a lot of colleges and universities. I want to also remind you that this is most often the week of finals for a lot of colleges and universities. So at this very moment, or even yesterday, somebody may have needed to provide some type of assignment in a certain amount of time. It could have wiped it out. It could have prevented the teachers from being able to actually retrieve it. Also, people set up their exams through Canvas because that's the platform that can do like the browser lockdown and things like that. In addition to that, they may want it to be timed. They also do like question and answer types of setup. They could have had like a classroom assignment where they log in through there. So what happens sometimes is, like, if you have an asynchronous type of schedule for like a virtual or hybrid setting, then you can log in through there for class. So it is like major disruption to their educational process first and foremost. But also keep in mind that a lot of universities have graduation this week, and they use Canvas to kind of calculate grades, show grades to students. So there are thousands, maybe even millions, actually millions of students that may not be able to access their final grades right now, whether they're a senior, whether they're a freshman, whether they're on pins and needles to even make sure that they pass the class. And also the teachers and universities alike use these cloud platforms to communicate to the masses. So now teachers have to be able to communicate with their students through email. Now, the problem with that could be, are they able to actually access their student base in that particular class without going through Canvas? If they don't have it anywhere external, they're in trouble. Now, what I would think is that all universities have some type of backup download somewhere where they can pull that information, but now everything is manual. So if a teacher has, like, let me just give you the logic of the impact of this. If a teacher has 4 classes of 30 students and they have to provide a 5-page essay in each class, all of those essays now have to be emailed to the teacher. In addition to that, Canvas allows for like plagiarism checkers and things like that before it even gets to the teacher. So now all of that is done manually. This also introduces the possibility of plagiarism and other issues. It's a lot of stuff that can happen. And honestly, because these teachers are one person, even if they have a TA, that's a lot going on. In addition to that, did I just say that there was a ransom? And so they have to release this money by May 12th? Or the Shiny Hunters have said that they will actually release the data and use it, like I said, for extortion. This is wild. And my concern for them is all the other cloud platforms that universities use should be on edge right now, because Canvas must have presented the easiest breach of entry. But, things like Salesforce, things like Blackboard, things like, what's that, Pro Care for daycares, or Google Classroom. It's so many different like cloud platforms that schools use that scare me at this point, because all of our information could just be released like that.